Recording in progress.
On a Tuesday night. Good evening, everyone. I want to call to order the meeting of the Design Review Board for June 7th, 2022. This is a regular scheduled Design Review Board meeting for the city of Milton. This is a 7-member board, of which you only see 4 tonight. 7-member board appointed by the city of Milton, mayor and city council, created for the purpose of holding public hearings and making recommendations. Design Review Board reviews the plans, makes recommendations to the community development director, except for single-family residential in the form-based code and overlay districts. In addition, Design Review Board approves or denies the demolition requests and makes recommendations to the Board of Zoning Appeals. If you don't mind standing, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now I'd like to introduce our staff members and the board.
Shubha Jangam, Senior Planner.
Michael Cardiman, Planner 2.
Casey Robinson, Bethany Creek.
Reed Casey, Bethany Road.
Charlie Roberts, Freemanville Road.
Ken Warlick, Hipworth Road.
Okay. Next, I'd like to approve the agenda for this evening. Yeah, can I get a motion?
I'll
for
make a
that?
motion to approve tonight's agenda.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I'd like to get a motion discussion on the minutes of the meeting of May 3rd, 2022.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Minutes of May 3rd are approved. As we move into the next phase of our meeting, we will do demolitions. And the first case is item 5A, 14160 Birmingham Highway, Milton, Georgia. And the request is to remove a wood shed, metal building, and concrete drive in front of the metal building. Could the applicant come forward?
Hello, thank you for your time this evening. My name is Chad Jenkins. I'm the homeowner at 14160 Birmingham Highway. Submitted for Design Review Board review, demolition of 2 accessory structures on my property. One being a wood shed that's in pretty bad shape. The other is a metal Quonset hut. There's also got some structural concerns.
Okay. Is there any opposition to this?
No.
Hearing no opposition, I will close the public hearing and ask the board for their discussion and when they're ready to make a motion to approve or deny. Any discussion? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
Make a motion to approve demolition 14160 Birmingham Highway.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you.
If it looks anything like your pictures, we're really happy you're doing it. Next item is item 5B, again, a demolition, 13970 Freemanville Road, to demolish an existing structure and barn structures and remove an existing driveway. Is the applicant here?
Hello, yes, I'm Lindsay Ewing. I am with eCraft as the applicant. And we're looking at 13970 Freemanville Road. There's two large barn-type structures and a part of a carport. And the future plans are to divide it so that demo is needed for a new home.
Okay, any opposition?
No.
Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing and ask the board for their discussion. Hearing no discussion, can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the demo at 13970 Freemanville Road.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Next item is a courtesy review. It's item 6A, 150 Ranchette Road. It's a request to reduce the side yard setback requirement from 25 feet to 14.07 feet for an existing barn. The applicant here?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, I'm Scott Reese with Brumlow Reese and Associates, doing business at 13685 Highway 9, Milton, Georgia, 30004. Here tonight representing the Hayes family on their application for this variance. As you're aware, when structures, pre-existing structures encroach into building setback lines or are non-compliant with the code, the existing situation is considered existing non-compliant, and everything is fine unless you want to do anything with your property, make any renovations, remodeling, additions, anything along that line. So in this situation, we have a house that was constructed approximately in 1973, according to our best records, and the accessory structure in 1980. All the surrounding properties have changed hands since that time, so everyone has purchased in there with the knowledge of this structure being there. It's just a storage structure that was pre-existing from the time they built it, and they just want to be able to do a small addition on their house. And to be able to do that, we need to bring this structure into compliance. So all future construction will meet the zoning conditions, but to be able to do anything on the property, we need to bring the structure into compliance. So that's the situation. I'll be glad to answer any questions if I can.
Do we have any opposition to this?
No.
Hearing none, I'll close the public hearing, ask the board for their discussion.
Yeah, I think my only comment was the survey was in there that had the handwritten. I'm assuming with the addition, you'll have those dimensions and everything labeled on it. Other than that, that's fine. And I saw your letter verifying that. So we've got nothing further.
Okay, any other discussion? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
No, not
Or they were
voting.
just-
Recommend.
Not voting.
Oh, we're, this,
Just
yeah,
comment.
okay, we're going to send a recommendation to BZA that we're good with this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, 6B is the next item. Another courtesy review. This is 5150 Windward Parkway. Is the applicant here?
Hello, I'm Andy Simpson. I'm at 801 Prospect Avenue. It's in Fairhope, Alabama. And this is,
Larry Ryback, 4001 Haverhill Drive in Atlanta.
We are here to talk about the converting the old KFC building to a Jim and Nick's barbecue. We've been working pretty hard on the exterior design, going back and forth with staff for the last 30 days or so. Try to come up with something that looks like it works with the city and tries to make that site work for us. It's a small site. It's one of it's actually the first very small, mostly off premise for Jim and Nick's. If you know the brand, we mostly have very large restaurants. This is the first one of its kind. So we have a pretty small dining room there. We'd like to add a patio to the front of it. Miltonize the exterior as best we could, and we'd love to have a couple of specific questions as well regarding the site to talk to you all about.
Okay. On the cover of this, Juba, what are the variance requests they're asking for?
They're not asking a variance. This is a preliminary review of a building design. I put it under courtesy because we would like to get your feedback before we put it under final review for voting. So
Okay,
that's why I
so
put
this
it
is
on.
going to come back to us.
Yes, it will come back.
And
to you.
it's under courtesy, but actually it's not going to
It's
be
not a
yet.
variance. It is just a building review.
So we are voting on it, and we do have a design review board issue in front of us. It just happens to be under courtesy. So let's look at our architecture and understand we're voting on this. So what are,
Well, actually, if you want to vote on it, if you like everything, that's fine. Just move it to the final review. Make a motion to move it to final review if you want to vote on it and to approve it.
we could,
Okay.
I understand. So what are your questions and comments that you want to discuss?
Questions are really mainly some clarifications regarding the site. That there's the parking requirement is only 11 parking places. I think we have 32, which is about actually the right amount we feel for the size of building. So we didn't remove any of the existing parking. We talked maybe about putting a little bit larger patio on, but really for the size of the building, we kind of need about the amount of parking places that we've got. There was a requirement about taking impervious landscape or impervious lot. And we were trying to figure out just how to do that or how that's been done in the community. What it seems like to us would be a good idea. Here's the little building here. What it looks like would be higher front area, impervious all the way.
Let me ask you a question. Since it's an existing building, ex-Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? Why is there any issue since it's built and the parking and the pervious surface or impervious surfaces are existing? Why do you think you've got to change that?
I was under the impression that we did for.
Well,
Wait a minute, let me finish.
Parking, for anything over the required amount, which is only 11 spaces. I thought we had to change it.
All right, but my point of view, which staff's going to give us their thoughts here in a minute, is it's built, it's existing, you're remodeling an existing building that was approved for parking a long time ago. And you would like to keep all that parking, correct?
We'd like to add a couple little islands and make it a little nicer, but
When you're saying we, are you all the architects? Are you the owner?
I'm the designer. This is the CEO.
This is the owner of the building.
No, we are leasing the building.
Correct.
You're leasing the building. And are you Jim?
No, Larry Ryback. I'm the CEO of the company. The company's actually owned by Roar Capital Partners here in Atlanta.
Okay, they own the building.
No, we're leasing the building from the landlord.
Okay, remember, we're on the record
Yes.
and recording, so we just want to be clear
Sure.
for the future. Now, Shuba, you were going to say something.
so we would like them to improve the site when they are coming here for design review. And as part of that, the code requires them to have 3.5 parking per 1,000 square feet. And that's actually, if they want to have more than required parking, that additional parking needs to be a pervious surface, not impervious. That was a mistake to say. So that's why we wanted to turn the additional parking space to be a pervious surface, that would actually improve the site and the stormwater issues on the site. I mean, I'm not saying there are issues, but it generally improves the stormwater issue.
So they don't have to, but you're asking them to.
Well, that's our practice. Every time they are going through a new design, we would like them to improve the site as well.
Okay. So we're giving you our comments and thoughts tonight, because it's courtesy, so they can do what we need to do and then come back.
Yes.
Okay? What's your next point other? We're gonna, I think, we'll see if we all agree, we're gonna let staff and the engineers work with you on impervious, and how you should go about doing that in meeting code. They know more about that than we really should be ringing in on. So on that topic, we'll leave that to staff. Is that good with everybody? Okay. What's your next issue?
The only other real questions were just, what your reaction is to the exterior, the design. We, worked pretty hard on making a lot of changes to the building to make it look not like a KFC. So we're hoping that.
So I'm happy to ring in on that and tell you that in my 5 years on the board, I've not seen any work any better than this, other than a package Cooper Carey did on our fire station. This is excellent, excellent work. And I just haven't, and I'm a developer, been in business 50 years. I haven't seen anything any better than this. And this is really beautiful. And let's hope you get it done. And I'm going to make a motion that if you do what's in these drawings, we're going to get you approved tonight. I don't know what we'd want to say to them. Again, they need to get you happy on impervious, but we just don't see work. And I'm one that has a horrible reputation of holding things because the package is poorly done. This is one of the best packages I've ever seen. And you have done a fantastic job of documenting what you're doing. The drawings are great. You spell out the colors and the finishes. And I'm going to make a motion to approve this as submitted, subject to any issues with the staff, so you don't have to come back. And I just hope you build it. But that's a motion. We'll go to discussion with the rest of the board.
Do we need to put a motion to put it on final review first?
Yeah, that would be better. If
To
you
get it
move
off courtesy?
Yeah.
Thank you. Why don't you take care of that?
Yeah, I'd make a motion, unless anybody has any other questions.
No, I was just going to reiterate what Charlie said.
Yeah, I was too, so.
You guys have done your homework and you've done a good job. And this is exactly what helps push these through to get approved and what we're kind of looking for to see in the city of Milton. So
I'll make a motion to move item 6B, Jim and Nick's 515 Windward Parkway from courtesy review to final review.
I'll second that. Do we get a vote on that?
Oh,
aye.
aye.
Okay, motion carries. Now we're back to my motion to approve this as submitted. Can I get a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Y'all have done great work. I have people that call me all the time saying, who do you know? So if I could get your business card, I'd love to give your name out.
Sure, be happy to
Okay.
help.
This really is the best packet I've ever seen. I've been on the board, I don't know how many years, but this is awesome.
It's funny, they mistakenly printed 27, so I got tons of them if you want to give it away.
This should be the example.
I
People
kept
wanna-
it as an example over there.
By the way, I went
know
to
what?
Jim and Nick's on Sunday. They had the incoming, I was just up there. They had the best brisket sandwich. They allowed me to choose how much marbling I want in it, and I like a lot of marbling. It was the best sandwich I've ever had. I mean, it may have been the best barbecue sandwich I've ever eaten.
That's cool.
Good job.
Yes, yes, great. Congrats.
Super.
Yes, Shiva, that's a hard one to follow. Shiva, I would say too, is if you've got 27 copies of that, that's
Yeah,
it's very detailed, it's pretty good, so.
yeah.
I would use that as an example sincerely.
And that was very heavy packet, and that's why I couldn't upload everything online, Ken, because this was a really
Yeah, of
heavy
course,
packet.
of course.
All right, let's move ahead. The next case is 7A, 14355 Providence Road. And the request is to get a paint color approved for the exterior siding of their building, which is their business.
Hi,
Okay.
thank you for seeing me today. My name is Megan Jameson, and I'm a resident at 13790 Birmingham Highway. I recently purchased a building at 14355 Providence Road, a commercially zoned property. I am looking to bring my business, The Collab, a small collaborative tutoring company, to the community of Milton, and I am seeking approval on the exterior paint color.
And that's the only request you have.
Yes, my only request.
And I assume in your package, the yellow building we see here is the building in question.
Correct.
And then I assume, seeing the paint color, that the other building is just an example of what.
It is, exactly. It's an example of the paint color. It's the exact same paint color I would like to use, Hail Navy, with a trim of extra white.
Okay, we have those two. All right, do we have any opposition to this case?
No.
Hearing no opposition, I'm going to close the public hearing and ask the board for its thoughts and ideas.
Better than yellow.
Megan, are you going to paint the brick water table and stairs and everything?
Say that again?
Are you going to paint the brick water table, the stairs, and I guess maybe stone stairs
No,
there?
we're not painting any of the stone or
Stone, you
brick,
keep the stone, yeah.
just the siding trim.
Can I get if there's any other discussion?
No.
Hearing none, can I get a motion?
Make a motion to approve the exterior paint change on 14355 Providence Road.
Second? Got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Good luck.
Thank you.
luck.
Item 7B is next. 7B is 3200 Heritage Walk, Market District, Building 3, Suite 101. And the request is to do a patio on an approved building. So if you could tell us all about it. I'll go ahead and ask now, is there any opposition to this?
No, there are not.
Okay.
And we included the elevation of the building, but as you can see, this particular space is going to be between the building. Just clarifying that.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you all for taking the time to review this project. I am here seeking approval. I'm Candace Walker Bunda, by the way, from Bunker Design Collaborative. I am representing Community Burger, the tenant at the Market District Building 3. The tenant is proposing to add a steel canopy structure to an existing side patio. The steel structure is proposed to be painted iron ore and have a standing seam metal roof. In addition to having the metal roof, there would be a metal railing that would have metal infill mesh panels. Essentially all of these to be matching existing. If you would like to see samples of the color selections we've made for painting the steel structure, I have some here. The proposed color is iron ore, and then the proposed color for the standing seam metal roofing material is silver.
You might show us those real quick.
Sure.
Start over there.
I'll start here. This is actual color. This is a material finish. The steel would be
And the metal railing with the welded wire mesh is essentially mimicking what's already, yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, can you tell me again which one's which?
Yes, so this would more material finish type, where the steel would be finished.
Mhm.
Okay, show Ken, if you will.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
All right, hearing no opposition, I'm going to close the public hearing and ask the board for its thoughts.
Did you say camping structure?
Pardon? A canopy structure.
Canopy.
Canopy. I said
Yes.
camping. Am I going camping here? I don't see anything
I'm
that has to
sorry,
do
I
with
tend to
camping.
stutter a little bit.
Okay, no, it's okay. I wish I could see a little bit more what it looks like, but I guess it's just a metal roof, right? Basically, with a fence. Cage.
And the metal fits those buildings with the metal that's on the building.
Rick, that was my question when I reviewed through the packet is this basically requesting the same finish and color that's already been approved, I'm assuming through the DRB for the rest of the building? We're just approving essentially the addition of that.
Any more discussion? Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve 7A, the building review of Community Burger at Market District 7B.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Good luck.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Congrats.
Okay. Next item is new business. Do we have any new business tonight?
No, but I wanted to remind you guys, your emails have changed. None of you called me to get your password. You
It's intentional.
What's that?
you don't want to use the city emails? You want me to?
I don't
okay.
use it.
I don't use it.
Just so
Yeah.
you know, if they make an open record request, we have, we have to use your personal email into this.
If they make an open record request, you'll do it all and it'll all
Yeah.
I
get
think they're
handled.
going to find anything in my
I'm
emails.
just saying, that's a disclosure on my part, that happens. So,
All right, thank you. Any other new business?
I think we're good.
All right, any old business?
No?
Then I make a motion.
I was just going to ask, are we still I've been trying to ask around for additional board members because we're still needing, right?
Oh, that's good.
But I think we do, but I think that council member will do what
Okay.
that council member wants to do when it's appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
I mean,
that's his
Who is
prerogative.
it? Who is it?
I think it's, what's his name?
I'm not sure.
God.
I knew 6 months ago, but I don't know now. So any other old business? Hearing none, I'm going to adjourn the June 7th, 2022 Design Review Board meeting.
26 minutes? Goodness gracious.
Two in a row.
Charlie.
2 in a row that have been
Two in
under
a
35
row.
minutes.
Man. Good
Yes, but in
stuff.
all fairness too, and I don't know if this is because you guys are doing a little bit more work with the citizens as they come in. I feel like these packets have gotten a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, we did work with Jim and Nick, and we still thought that you might have comments, so I tried to put them under the courtesy instead of me making the decision. Yeah, but we did work with
It was
them.
awesome.
Got it. Okay. Well,
And
kudos
truthfully,
to you guys for doing that because they're definitely more substance and stuff in these packets coming through. So
Yeah.
but also these are pretty easy. There's not a lot of issues with these cases. So let's hope the whole year goes this way and they're pretty clean
Agreed.
requests. So
By the way, who did second on adjournment? Did anybody did second?
I'll second.
You did? Okay.
all in favor?
All right.
I saw everybody's head nod, so I took that as a yes vote.